Kaneko, is everything okay? And so Kaneko was just shuddering, and she was just like, my head, I can't get rid of these thoughts. And so Jay's just like, you look pale. My head filled with so many thoughts. I couldn't understand it. But I know one thing for certain. I want you right here, right now. And so Jay's just like, Kaneko? What? Wait, you're in heat. And so Kaneko's just like, the only heat I want is your junk. Now come here. And so basically, yeah, Kaneko just got mad horny. Kaneko pounced on this man, ripping off this man's whole ass hoodie. Man's on the ground. He don't know what the hell to do with all of this. He's just like, Kaneko, this is... And so Kaneko just like, why are you hesitating now? Wasn't this what you wanted? Well, I want it too. Ever since that fight, even before that, I thought about you every day. I don't understand why. It's like I'm drawn to you. So this is your chance. You thought the same way about me, haven't you? So show me how much you care about me. And so Jay just like, Kaneko, I never done this before. And so they got closer to the face and just like, and he's just like, I care about you a lot. So, and so essentially, Kaneko silenced this man with a whole ass kiss, and they started going to Pound Town, like different angles, different ways, saying all sorts of crazy things. I am not going to repeat on this recording. Go read the actual tweets, and when it comes down to it, just shooting all types of loads inside of Kaneko, because who the hell wouldn't? But anyway, basically after losing his last shot to her, essentially they just kind of lay on the ground, exhausted as all hell. And so he gets back up and he's just like, wow, I really had sex with Kaneko too. And so Kaneko stood up right by him out of her heat. And so Jay's just like, Kaneko, you're not hurt, are you? And so Kaneko's just like, I'm fine. I feel just a little strange. You really took my first time? And so Jay just like, so did you? And so Kaneko's just like, it felt nice. I liked it. And so Jay's just like, I liked it too. And so the room was very awkward at this point. And so basically she kind of coiled up into his chest. And so essentially Kaneko just like, Jay, please, I don't want to be without you. Kaneko. And so Kaneko just like, you wanted me to be with you. So please, promise me something. Stay by my side. That's all I want. And so Jay's just like, Kaneko, I promise. I love you so much. All I want to do is protect you and make you the happiest person like you're making me. And so Kaneko just like, Jay, I don't know why we are in this situation, but I'm glad to be with you in all of this. So, you better take good care of me as your girlfriend. And so Jay's just like, girlfriend? I never had that before. And so Kaneko's just like, well, get used to it. Your sack is mine now. And so essentially, yeah, they finally are in that relationship. Nicely done. 2 days later, Jay was trying to basically figure out how to summon more people to this reality, right? If they're gonna be stuck here, at least figure out why Lamine got here and why did Kaneko get here. And so that's kind of the whole thing. And so essentially, they tried to summon more people and there was no progress. And so Lamine was like, try and concentrate harder. And so Jay's like, I can't. No matter how I think, nothing happens. Did I just somehow get lucky or use my wishes or something? And so essentially another voice come out of nowhere, just like, there is no luck involved. You're overthinking things. And so essentially Lamine just looks at the person that's talking and just like, wait, who are you? And so then you see, obviously, Kiyoshi come through. And so she's just like, no one you need to worry about. That said, you can call me a teacher of sorts. And so this strange woman just looked at him, right? They just don't know who the hell it is. They don't know who the hell they is. And so essentially Jay's just like, I never seen you before. But does that mean you know how to bring more people here? And so Kiyoshi starts thinking to herself, looking at Jay. And so she's just like, why is a human like himself here? He can bring fiction to life as well? Wait, don't tell me he's the next user in line. And so Jay's just kind of looking dumbfounded. He's just like, is there something wrong, lady? And so Kiyoshi just sighs, and she's like, ugh. Just when I thought I left this behind. No, to bring more people here, all you need to do is to close your eyes and imagine the person in front of you, as if you're dreaming. Don't think too much about it, and just say their name. And Jay's just like, it's that simple? And so let me just like, are you sure that's how it's done? How would you notice? And so Kiyoshi's just like, as I said, I am only a teacher. It's my job to know what others don't. And so Jay just basically just don't think too hard, huh? And so he basically closed his eyes and followed the instruction. And essentially, he just waited and just imagined the person that he wanted to meet. And so he basically says, Kurakami Madaka. And so essentially, just like Konako and just like Lamine, Madaka appeared instantly right in front of everybody. And so Jay just like, Madaka? That's really Madaka! And so Lamine just like, it really worked? And so Konako's just like, so that's how I came here to be, huh? And so Kiyoshi just like, hey kid, before Madaka wakes up, touch her hand. Trust me, this is incredibly important, so be quick. And so Jay basically walked up to Madaka cautiously, but reached for her hand. And as basically Madaka woke up, she was like, huh? Jay, is that really you? And so Jay just like, huh? You know who I am? And so Madaka's just like, well, of course. Strange. I probably shouldn't know. And yet I know more than I should. And so she's like, what? And so essentially, Kiyoshi explains why touching Madaka was important. And so essentially she's like, because you touched her before she awakened herself, she now knows everything you know. Essentially, you transfer your knowledge to her. And so Madaka just like, exactly. Think of it like saving backup data to someone else. Quite fitting since I was your previous waifu. And so essentially Konako just gets kind of irritated by that. She's just like, previous? And so Jay's just like, well, before I seen your show, Konako, I had Madaka. And so Madaka just like, oh, so she is who you went to after me. And Konako just like, got a problem with it. And so Madaka's like, not at all. As long as he's happy, that is all that matters. Though, now face to face, I do have my own feelings. And so Madaka just continues. She's just like, as two characters aiming for his affection, that makes you my rival, I suppose. So, don't expect me to lose so easily, Konako. And so, basically, Lamine to herself just looking at this shit, and she is baffled by this. And so she's like, characters? Wait, so they aren't real people? Wait, does that mean that No, that can't be the case for me. And so she basically just looks over to Kiyoshi leaving. And so she's like, leaving so soon? And so Kiyoshi just like, of course, my work here is done. And so let me just like, just what are you really? I don't trust for a second that you're merely a teacher of any kind. We don't even know your name. And so that's when she paused and kind of was just like, Kiyoshi. And so let me just like, huh? And so Kiyoshi basically says, call me Kiyoshi Saritame, Miss Saritame when you're addressing me. I only wish to share what I know of anyone that wants to learn. I am merely a teacher and nothing more. And that is essentially the end of the GeneDex episode. I know, very short, only 2 acts. What the hell is this? You know, and that's just kind of how it is. But obviously, I wanted to get this one done before the year end. That was the big goal, number 1. And then number 2, I didn't really do another GeneDex episode in like 4 months or so kind of needed to do one. At least I think it's been 4 months or something like that, but still kind of needed to do one, because obviously when we start back in January, it's going to start back the continuation of, you know, the regular series, and then we'll try to sprinkle the GeneDex everywhere we can, when we can, and all that type of stuff. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this one, because if you did, you hit that subscribe button, go ahead, like, share, and comment. Also go as far as to hit up the socials as well, donate to the channel with Kofi and Cash App. And yeah, until then, it's been Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day.